break a leg. All the roles are open. This is up to you to wow us tonight. Okay, so break a leg and we'll see you inside shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.
48, 52, and 60.
Congratulations and welcome. In case you forget, I'm Kathleen, and we're going to get to know each other very quickly because this is the shortest amount of time that we've had to put together a show since I've been doing this. So we're going to jump right in. Good news is you're going to get your schedule today. Bad news is the scripts aren't in yet. Woohoo! So yay! We're going to jump right in without the script. So we're not reading through tonight. This is going to be a meet and greet this evening. I am so excited. We had 79 people audition for this wonderful musical, and so it was a very hard choice, but we are very excited to have the talent that we have. And so the chapter opens, Once Upon a Time, Into the Woods.
I am the set designer and master builder.
How long do you think it'll be until the set's ready?
4 weeks. 5 weeks. 5 weeks.
Spaghetti and cinnamon. So good.
Strengths are going to be all these awesome people walking in. Weaknesses would be me attempting to play it on the piano and just how difficult the music is. 7 minutes.
I love Into the Woods because you get to see the real raw side of a whole bunch of fairy tales that we grew up with as kids. So I think that's pretty cool.
And 2. Then we come in at measure 24. So at least you catch up to each other at the top of 207.
I really like the show. I think this is a show that means a lot. Like the lyrics in this show, like No One Is Alone and the finale really speak to my heart, and I really think that the show means something.
It's 5 till 7, Sean. Where you at?
There's a lot of different hats you have to wear as a stage manager. So you're here with every rehearsal, you're trying to help out building the show, and you're just trying to be organized, helping out the director. There's just so many hats you have to wear, and you just try your best to do everything you can do.
Sydney? That's yours? Yes. Ed?
Yes.
Are you back there?
He's here.
There's your Bible.
Oh my God.
It's the size of a Bible.
My favorite part about being in the show is this. Okay, in general, this is different than doing shows in high school. I'm meeting people who live all over Indiana pretty much, and I've made a lot of new friendships, and I don't know, I love being able to get to know new people and make new friends. I'm a very outgoing social person, so I love making all the new friends, and that's also a big reason why I love theater.
I like to power block, okay? So what I like to do is give you your blocking and then run it a couple of times. So you're gonna start in tableau. Cinderella scrubbing the floor, come to life. Stepmother comes in first, Lucinda is second, Florinda, and you two are deities. After all three were beautiful up face, but violet and black apart. You guys freeze, and then we're now to Jack. If I'm going too fast, please let me know, because I'm used to just like firing this stuff off. Everybody okay? Are you okay with me? Because
I don't have a script.
what?
I looked back there, there's not a script.
There's not.
I can go ahead and script myself one.
The rest of it for later. Anything exciting to report, Kyle?
Oh.
You want to tell them anything?
Oh,
In case they haven't heard.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh, great! For real.
Like, reals, for real.
And when's the baby due?
December 2nd.
Wow. Okay. We're not going to do it the track first.
Great.
Okay? We're going to kind of go because it's Sondheim and we'll be here. Yeah. So,
All three were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart.
freeze.
Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother...
I wish.
Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journey. Into the woods, stop. That doesn't give you enough time. Look at the woods back there. Okay, then out of the woods and turn back real fast and home before dark blackout.
So if you feel comfortable, if you're not going to fall forward.
Today we're blocking one of the scenes, actually two scenes in Act 1. It's our final blocking rehearsal for the act. This show especially is so wordy and there's so much going on that it seems like the first time or the first two times you're always kind of stumbling through. So when it does finally click and you start to see those characters come out, it's really fun.
It's such a great time too to like make big choices and like try new things and weird voices, and that's my favorite part of kind of like learning how to be good at the characters.
I don't know how to like be old.
The reason I chose this show is because in 1996, I was fortunate enough to play the witch. And I totally fell in love with the show. And so I thought this would be a great year to do the show because the movie's out and I had hoped that there'd be a lot of interest in it.
How would you describe the cast and what is it like to work with them?
Oh my gosh. Working with young people from the ages of 18 to 25 is an amazing group of people to work with. They are very professional. They want to be involved in theater. It's not for them just maybe a hobby, it's something that they're very passionate about, and a lot of them are studying it in school. Some of them don't have time to study it in school, so then they come and they want to do a show in the summer so they can still keep being involved. I would say that some of the messages of this show, they really are timely with, separation, that we don't leave people alone in the woods necessarily. And what I mean by that is we go through life and sometimes we lose people, and then other times we meet them a few years later and they change our lives. There are so many wonderful lyrics in this show that hit people's hearts, plus the fairy tale aspect of it. We're all familiar with fairy tales, but when we do live happily ever after, is that really a truth? Because most of the time when you get what you want, you find out that you paid a price for it, and so I think that really resonates in this show.
Clearly say children should listen. Oh no, please! What
sorry, Sean, wait.
I pushed it.
Sean, she says it first, and then you play, okay, you play
If
this.
I'm on,
I think it's an interesting take because, like, in Disney you get all the happy fairy tales, and so I like the Grimm's fairy tales because they kind of bring something a little more spooky to it, and it's so fun to play. I love this show.
Now! Hit it with the spell with your
Do I take this
staff.
cow off?
What?
Do we do this?
Slipper and all will.
You're only in the background.
How does it feel when a scene finally comes together?
Oh, it's awesome, especially when you're finally working with the other actors instead of just saying the lines in your head. It's really great to get all of your ideas out and bounce them off Kathleen and see what she likes. It's also great to see what the other actors bring to the characters, because we've all maybe seen a version of it at a high school, seen the original Broadway production, but we haven't seen each other play these roles. So when we're on stage together, it's a totally different energy than what we're used to, and it's really fun and exciting.
All right. One more time. All back one time. See you on Thursday.
We just finished Act 1, which is awesome. Now we just got to put it all together, and then we got to do all of Act 2, which is a huge act because there's a lot of ups and downs that happen in that act, for sure.
Oh, I know. It's good to see you.
Today we are starting Act 2.
All right, everybody. Act 2.
Wish to sponsor a festival.
More than life.
Oh wait, I miss.
The time has come for a festival.
I miss my king up in the sky.
Sitting on.
I just like to see the progression, especially when you have a bare bone stage and then you see all the stuff get put together, especially with lights, with the costumes, and have it become a production, you know, and it's really, really exciting to see the growth that people go through over a month.
If you don't get the new Bacon King, you'll be in agony.
I think definitely the connections you form with the cast and the crew and everyone involved in the show is the most important aspect to me right now. Because not only does it help the end product having that kind of chemistry and that bonding with the group, but also you form like friendships with people you normally wouldn't have friendships with, which I think is really interesting.
So we're gonna do Act 2. That's the form side, ladies.
Careful the spell you cast, not just on children.
Nice and tall, guys.
Sometimes the spell may last.
No guarantees, though.
Why'd you startle Mary and make her drop all of her stones,
I
Sean?
did not make her drop her
so mean.
stones.
My name's Hannah. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
We miss me.
Oh my goodness gracious, you are so good.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
Arabians always put their tails up.
Oh God! It's happening! It's time to take off. Okay, so here's the shirt. So here's that. Here's the back. Yeah, so true. So let me see here.
Right. So just swing your right leg back. No, back and over.
Backwards.
There you go. And up.
See?
Cool.
You're so cute.
And then we're like, no, this doesn't work. Whatever the.
Yeah,
You're not
he
the
looks
girl.
at- Yeah, but he gets on with her and they ride away.
Oh, can't double.
Okay, so then he's gonna have to lead her.
Yeah.
Probably getting to work with the horse, the live horse, because before this show I had never even been face to face with a horse before, and I got to meet one and ride one all in the same day.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so now we come back over here. Okay, walk over here. Walk over here. And no blood. Yep, no. You stay there. You just stay back there.
Instead of our mom.
No blood at all within the shoe. This is a proper ride for you.
Tonight is the Footlite Award ceremony for the season. Right now there's a nice little cocktail hour going on. And at 6:30 we are going to perform one of the numbers from the show, Into the Woods, Ever After.
The story follows the baker and his wife who wish to have a child, Cinderella who wishes to attend the King's Festival, and Jack who wishes his cow would give milk. Everyone's wish is granted, but the consequences of their actions return to haunt them with disastrous results. The show runs from June 29th through July 15th. I'll be directing with choreography by Trish Roberts and vocal direction by Chad Strasser.
We are running the whole show today. And when do we open? We open in 2 weeks.
The first time I saw Into the Woods, I was in 8th grade and I freaked out. I was like, whoa, this is like the coolest show ever. And so since then I've always wanted to do it. So I'm pretty excited to be in the show.
Once upon a time.
And in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us. Pretty dreamy, pretty dreamy.
Something I appreciate about being in the show is working with people who are not only volunteers, but are people who actually want to go into this field of acting and theater and musical theater. I think you really start to learn from other people because they're here to also learn. They're not just here for the fun of it. This is something they want to do for the rest of their lives.
3, 2, 1.
Good day, young lady.
When the end is right, it justifies the means.
I just wanted to be certain that you really loved this cake.
Rapunzel, listen to her beautiful music.
Yeah, you're clear of everything.
He's undoing a spell. Oh? Yes.
Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. This is really bad.
Can Steven fix it?
No, 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 no.
How about I carry it?
It just shatters.
How about I carry it?
One of my favorite things is getting to know all of the cast and crew. I've never done a production with Footlite before, so it's very exciting. And I really love the characters and the storylines of Into the Woods.
You guys let me get notes real fast so we can get out of here. My advice, anything you fudged on a little bit, focus on that first block. So, second midnight people, that would especially be you. All you need to do is spend 5 minutes and look over it.
are having the sits probe for Into the Woods today. We finally get to work with the orchestra.
Pop out. Okay. We'll get back in on the other side.
Okay.
Meeting a bunch of new friends and some older friends, and I really like sitting in the carriage, and even though it's a little rough on the crew, it's just fun being able to sit and being carried across stage.
So what are we doing
Right,
today?
but like, can his friend
Q to Q. And it's kind of boring, but everyone...
Nah, it's fun because we're in the carriage.
Q to Q, you just sit a lot, but that's okay. It has to be done. And
we're working with the carriage for the
I
first
love
time.
this carriage.
I love how
Garage.
much work I have to put into it. I just sit here and make the whole show go, so. I'm basically the most important one here.
She is.
This has been like my first time working with like adults, and I've done the shows, the young artist productions every year, and this is my first year moving up, and I was really happy I got cast in the show, and it's been a great experience to work with like a more professional level.
On my list, it shows the cue for when the carriage goes across. All right, guys, started. And Jeremy, be ready to help take that out because this scene change has to be fast. You have to be back in time to help with the horse.
He says something about the actor.
The music of the show is absolutely beautiful and complicated and just so fun to sing.
You said it goes into the first spike and then on looking through the ashes, it goes lower. That's exactly what I did.
Okay, no you didn't. Right there.
Okay.
What are you working on?
Cinderella's second ball gown. Just have a different one for the second act.
Be on our side or sticking out of our way.
And you're not sure.
Okay.
Hello. You know, just doing my nightly ritual, getting some mic tape from the roll.
Out too early. The cow should not be out. We were taking I'm stuck. Wait a minute. What's going on with that?
It's just hard to get out far enough to, and it's like since there's nothing to step on to get out, like away from the wall, it's kind of hard to.
Right?
Our hoop is getting stuck on the corner right here.
Just because and it's heavy.
Yeah, agreed.
To throw it away.
Is there something we can do to help you? Is there something to do with the set that we can do to fix?
I don't know if this logistically can happen, but if there was just like a little place to step at the top of the ramp, so I don't have to like jump.
Is Steven back there?
That would be cool.
How do you think dress rehearsal's going?
It's going good.
Yeah.
A little stressful, but I think we're figuring stuff out.
Where are the 5 gold pieces?
An old man.
You said I could have my cow.
Yeah. They messed up lines. Is that what happened?
They rearranged the lines.
Okay, you guys, you rearranged the lines and they don't know where we are. What kind of Paige, what kind of makeup do you have on?
Like old age makeup.
Exaggerated a lot.
A whole bunch. Dark circles under your eyes, and I may have to do haunted house makeup on you. You're doing a great job. I appreciate it. All of us will put our notes online. Thank you. Good night. On the website, yes. We had a wonderful review by Broadway World, which Amy's going to post on our website. Right? Okay, right over left, please. Okay, take a moment. Feel the energy of the person next to you. Take some deep breaths. There's a lot of important people out there. Okay, let's kick it in the center, break the legs, and here we go.
Guys, we're calling places.
Well, after a long week of rehearsals and opening weekend, I am so thrilled at how the show turned out. And we have 2 more weekends left, and the audience's response has been just what we wanted it to. I am so proud of everyone, the staff, the cast, the crew. It has been a wonderful experience going into the woods.